Yow, yow, yow. What up, what up, what up, my bet and family? We back with another video here at No Limit Bets for the NBA slate of April 1st, 2023. Before we get started, though, as always, I would like to say good morning to y'all, good afternoon, whatever time it may be that you're watching this video. Hope y'all having a good one, and hopefully we can make it a better day by winning some money. Also, if you guys are new to the channel, please like, comment, and subscribe. It's truly appreciated. We're currently on the road to 1,000 subscribers, and we're less than 200 subscribers away from hitting that mark. So I definitely appreciate all the love and support that you guys have shown thus far. But without further ado, let's go ahead and hop into today's video. I'm going to be bringing y'all my top 4 picks for tonight's NBA slate of games. Just to do a quick recap of yesterday's picks that we did submit, we were able to go 4-2. As you guys can see, we took the over on Pascal Siakam's 34.5 PRA line, and he comes up short with only 25. We also had Spencer Dinwiddie over 28.5 points and assists. He also comes up short with only 21. Now, the 4 that were able to green for us, we had Jaden Ivey over 25.5 points and assists. He barely gets it done for us, ending with 27. We also had LeBron James over 13.5 rebounds and assists. He gets it done with 16. He had a rough shooting night, only ended up with 18 points. But like I just mentioned, he was able to get it done on the rebounds and assist side of things, and it was 16. We also had Sabonis over 11.5 rebounds. He barely makes it over at 12. Portland was able to keep it somewhat of a game to where Sabonis was able to get a few minutes in the second half to get him the 12 rebounds that we needed. We also had Chris Paul over 9 assists, and he ends up getting 13. So all in all, a 4-2 day, not bad. But without further ado, let's go ahead and hop into my top 4 picks of tonight's NBA slate of games. For my first pick, I'm going to be going to a points and rebounds category. And I'm going to be going down to the Clippers and Pelicans game. I'm going to be taking Jonas Valanciunas over 27.5 points and rebounds. Now, this should be a favorable matchup for Valanciunas, as he's hit the over in 4 out of his last 6 versus the Clippers. In those 6 games, he's had 39 points and rebounds, 54, 34, 17, 18, and 30. Now, the 17 and 18 points and rebounds games, he only played 24. In one of the games, he played 24. In the other, I believe he only played 22. But in the 4 that he was able to go over, he played 30-plus minutes. So as long as he's able to get his minutes, I expect him to obviously get us 28 points and rebounds. Also, the Clippers over the last 7 games are allowing the 4th most rebounds per game and the 6th most points per game to opposing centers. So like I mentioned earlier, this should be a favorable matchup for Valanciunas. So we're going to be rocking with him for my first pick. For my second pick, I'm going to go to a points and assists category, and I'm going to be taking Kyrie Irving over 28.5 points and assists. Now, he's hit this over in 3 out of his last 4 games versus the Heat, all of which have been in Miami. Obviously, this game is going to be in Miami, and he's been playing there very well here recently. In those 4 games, he's had 29 points and assists, 34, 17, and 35. Now, also over the last 15 games and over the last 7 games, Miami is allowing the most assists per game to opposing shooting guards. And as far as in the scoring side of things, we all know what Kyrie is capable of. He can drop 40 or 50 on any given night. And I expect a big game from him and from Luka, as the Mavs are currently a half a game behind OKC for the 10th seed to be able to get into the playing game. So they definitely need a dub here tonight. And they should be able to get the dub if, you know, Kyrie and Luka show up. So I'm going to be taking Kyrie Irving over 28.5 points and assists for my second pick. For my third pick, I'm going to be going, sticking to the same game, going to the other side of things, to the Miami side. I'm going to go to the points category, and I'm going to be taking Jimmy Butler over 24.5 points. Now, over the last 7 games, the Mavs are allowing the 5th most points per game to opposing small forwards. So this should be a good matchup for Jimmy. Also, as we know, since they made the trade for Kyrie and lost pretty much all their best defenders, Mavs have been one of the worst defensive teams here after the trade deadline. Also, on top of that, I expect a big game or a bounce back game from Jimmy Butler. As in his last 2 games, let's just pull it up. His last 2 games, he's had terrible offensive performances, as he's only been able to score 12 against the Knicks and 18 against the Nets. And also in their earlier matchup against the Mavs this season, he only scored 12 points as well. So I definitely expect a bounce back game or a big game from Jimmy here tonight, as the Heat are currently in the 7th seed. They're trying to catch up to the Nets for that 6th seed to avoid the play-in game. But without Jimmy, they need Jimmy tonight to be able to get that dub. And in his last 2 home games against the Mavs, he scored 26 points and 29 points. So I'm going to be taking the over 24.5 points on Jimmy Butler's for my third pick. And for my fourth and last pick, I'm going to be going to the rebounds and assist category. I'm going to be going back to the Clippers and Pelicans game. And I'm going to be taking Russell Westbrook over 11.5 rebounds and assists. Now, I know, you know, Russ has been, you know, a up and down type of player. Some games he puts up amazing stats, and other games he puts up, you know, stats that a player in the NBA, like, how can he be in the NBA putting up those numbers? Pretty much like a role player. But over his last 5 games, he is averaging right where we need him, right on the barely just making it over this 11.5 line. He's averaging over his last 5 11.9, pretty much 12 rebounds and assists. Now, if anything, we know with Russ, he's going to bring the effort. And I know we can't really trust on him offensively with the points. But if anything, me personally, I can, trust that Westbrook is going to get us, you know, rebounds and assists. So I'm going to be rocking with him for my fourth and last pick. So that's going to be it for my top 4 picks. Just to recap, we're taking the over on all our picks. And as always, if you guys agree with any of my plays, please do your own research. Just don't take my word for it. And here at No Limit Bets, we like to go with the low risk, high reward. So I'm going to be placing an $8 entry for the possibility of winning $80. One quick note, I do want to apologize for the late video. Had some personal things I had to take care of this morning. And on top of that, since there's only 2 NBA games going on tonight, the lines were coming out very, very slow. But it is what it is. We were able to come through with the video here. And as always, you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy the games tonight. And we'll be back here tomorrow.